As always does the most. Veecon.
And we're live. Welcome, everybody, to Wine Wednesday.
This show's been taken over by an interloper.
Now it's the time of the show where I do some last-minute software coding to make sure we're on Facebook. So, talk amongst yourselves while Damon starts tagging 1,000 people in his comments.
Listen. I'm just saying. You gotta tag them and let them know where that we're on. We're gonna be delivering top-notch entertainment. Hell, I'm gonna tag Gary because listen, you never know.
What's up, Gary? How you doing, man?
You never know. I'm gonna tag Veecon. Saying tag Carl. I feel like I haven't talked to Carl in forever. The show was short last week. I was like, I gotta pack. I was not packed at all.
All right, now it's the time of the show where I check to see if we're actually on Facebook.
This show is brought to you tonight by M1 Mortgage Lending.
This is where I painfully lay out the labor. Hey, oh my goodness, this is me listening to me. Hey, we are live, baby.
We got it. This show, once again, is brought to you by the dynamic team.
I'm not gonna let you finish unless we're getting paid. If we're getting sponsored, I want money.
It's my company, so hell, I am paying
there you
for
go.
it.
Well, if you're getting sponsored, then definitely don't say the name until they pay.
Well, it's kind of the same wallet, different pockets.
DJ Realty Solutions.
Yeah, it's like, listen, it's sponsored by whichever company's making the most money that week.
All right, fair enough.
This show is sponsored by
M1 Lending.
M1 Mortgage Lending. That's who this show is sponsored by this week, but we're going to get right to it because even though we only have a few topics, those topics are going to be in depth. So as you've seen, or maybe have not seen, I was at Veecon, the Veecon conference, Gary Vaynerchuk's conference. We were in Indianapolis, Indiana. We went down, was that Thursday? Yeah, Thursday morning, Thursday to Sunday. Tripp and I were there. Tripp Audio Visual is my guest on the day. He's not only wearing a lot of hats today. It's okay.
Not only am I a guest, I'm the producer. And the star of the show.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm looking to outshine Damon Johnson. Here's the fact.
Shine on.
Here is the cold hard truth. Oh shit. Well, if he's doing sound effects, I have to up my game. If you are a guest on this show, Wine Wednesday, Damon's looking to outshine you as far as being a more exciting guest.
No!
So please bring your A game. In fact, if you want to take notes and see what I do during this particular show, feel free. We're gonna live consultation.
The host job is to let the guest shine, because I'm gonna shine regardless.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
Listen, this show finna get canceled. Shit, be like, shut up and answer the questions. Here we are. Let's get started. So we're in Indianapolis, Indiana. We did Airbnb. It was very close to the stadium.
We'll pause. So just in case you guys are new to the show, I'm very much team Airbnb. And I think Damon is team Airbnb, but for some reason he likes to be contrarian to something. And he's like, I like hotel rooms. But I don't think he really does like hotel rooms. You're telling me this Airbnb we did for Indianapolis.
Oh, it's fucking fantastic.
Is not better than even like the best hotel room.
Here's the thing with me and Airbnbs. I don't know if it's a culture thing or what. My culture is always like, I don't know. This Airbnb, I love them, but with a house, it's always, I'm a big vibe person. I have to walk through. If it's the wrong vibe, I'm like, I gotta get the hell out of here because something happened in here. I'm not an empath, but I can, like, you get a feel like somebody get hit over the head here. We
are fine. There's another business out there. It's right. Lunch. It's Mystic Johnson, the seer of your future.
I've always had a slight gift to be like, no.
Dude, we are breaking news on Wine Wednesday that Damon Johnson is a psychic.
But
put the number down below, 1-800-555 Damon.
See, if I was really like, I could get those Powerball numbers like 1, Two. That's not it. But no, I'm becoming more team Airbnb. You know what it is? The nicer hotels, that mattress, Lord. Now my mattress was not comfortable with the Airbnb. I don't know how yours
Well,
was.
damn.
Mine was like,
well, Damon, I sleep on rocks in mountains, so that's the benchmark for me. I guess to me, it's just like if I want to start editing,
you
I
need someone
gotta
to do it
like
at.
get out of bed, like not wake you up, grab the shit across my corner of the room, get in the elevator downstairs, be around like the front desk staff and the people that are
Giving you the look.
meandering through the continental breakfast versus at this Airbnb, I was in my own room, went to my other room, which had all my equipment in it.
He had two of them, y'all. He didn't want to tell the truth.
And got to the, the clock dining room and just edited. It was beautiful.
And you know what's so funny? It really paid off because, spoiler alert, where's my...
you give this guy some buttons. He's in heaven.
Don't give me a button.
Who has Damon's StreamYard? Turn yourself in.
Right. Where's my StreamYard button?
You know exactly where your StreamYard is.
I do, but that's a whole nother show.
You have to break in.
Spoiler alert.
Or take the class.
I'm not doing this with you today. I forgot to fucking say. Oh, spoiler alert. We got retweeted by Gary V. So letting him have his own equipment room, boom room, it was well worth it, because if he would have had to drive to Starbucks, then come back, then say, damn, your video ready, then me post it, and then waiting this, we might have missed the opportunity. The window was very, very small to get Gary to get that retweet, and he retweeted it, and we are at like 36,000 views right now. Bananas, crazy. But yeah, the event we got there, which now let's talk about our Airbnb host. Now that's 1 point away. That's 1 point for hotel.
This 1 point away. Something you and I can agree on. But to be fair, this is the only time in my entire life, and I've booked like maybe 15 Airbnbs in all my years, and this was the first time where the host was like, "I'm going to be here when you get here. I have sick parents, so let me know when you're getting in there so I can leave them and then give you a tour of the house." And I'm thinking, hey,
I sell real estate, baby. I know what a house looks like.
Are you giving us like the whole point of Airbnb is like we don't want it. We want to pretend like no one ever is here. So why do we need you to be here to show us the ropes of a house? And then second, I have to leave my sick parents. Don't do that.
Right.
Stay with the sick parents and just give us the code to your door like it's 2023 and we got an Airbnb.
When he sent that text, I was like, oh, no. I'm a realtor. I can work on electronic log.
I know how houses work.
Yeah, like,
I know how I've taken the couch exam. I've slept in a bed. I know the ropes.
Bed, sink, kitchen. Baby, as long as the central air work in the bathroom is clean, I'm pretty much okay. Even though I'm quite bougie at times. Did you look? He looked. Don't give me that look.
Oh, I didn't have to. Everyone knows that. There's no reaction for that.
It was fine. We were fine. But him being there, I was like this. So when you leave? And I was like, then he kept on talking. I was like this, boy, I'm not late, but I'm late. I'm like, the event has started. I'm like, do you know what I'm here to see? Like, boy, you don't get the hell out the way. Like, couch, refrigerator, dishwasher, sink, dishes, bed, bathroom, goodbye.
So we leave Thursday at what, 10? Oh, go get the shirts. Get the shirts.
Lord.
Pick the shirts up.
The shirt drama.
On our way. 4
no traffic,
hour drive.
Really.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right.
4 hour drive. We get to the Airbnb. We get a tour, crib style. Except there was no champagne in that refrigerator.
No. Oh, wait a minute. Can we talk about this? Is the first Airbnb I stayed in where it wasn't nothing. It wasn't even no ketchup.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Anything that's like left there, I'm a little like, do I really want to eat this?
Sketchy. Be like, how old is this?
Is this a serial killer and his plan is Airbnb poison?
Right. To come back
Thursday. The first day is like a field day,
and we hit the ground. It started at 2. We hit the ground running. Like, change these shirts and go.
Yeah, take, whatever, we get started. I mean, the fact that it's like a 4-hour drive, and then it's like now we're both like starting to work for however long.
I was like, my feet kind of got tricked. They were like, oh, my feet are in charge of my body. They got to the house. I was like, oh, we finna watch TV. Then I was like, don't tell my brain. Don't tell them we finna go right to the event.
Well, I mean, I knew. It was fine.
It was fine. Everything was really close though, which really helped.
Okay, so kind of walk me through field day. What would be like your 3 sentences about field day? This is Thursday, 3 p.m. we get there.
Field day was very well organized. Lots of things to do.
Like what? What are some things you can do in field day?
Oh goodness, they had bobbing your body for V-Friend.
That's right.
Plushies.
That's right. So have you ever seen like those like Pinball Pete's claw machines that grab the stuffed animals? They were strapping human beings into that, and you grab your own little V-Friend plushie.
Lots of selfie stations, so you didn't have to wait in line behind a million people to try to get the picture you wanted. Lots of places to sit, because last field day we stood up for 8 hours. I was like, shit, my feet hurt. Music, but not overpowering music, was just, you could hear it playing a little bit. What else was there to do? Cornhole, which I still don't understand.
They had basketball hoops there.
Basketball hoops, marijuana smoking.
There was marijuana smoking there.
Y'all, I looked up to see, what was what. Weed isn't legal in Indianapolis, but baby, you couldn't tell that weekend, because I was like,
it was on and popping.
I was like I was like Janet Jackson. Who y'all smoking weed? There was swing, like adult swing. I'm not saying swings, y'all. I don't mean that. Wait a minute.
Time out. What's up, B Nation? You guys didn't know. That's right. That's why we go to these things.
Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to phrase like
Adult
that.
swinging there was like, in full effect on field day. Now you know why we go there. And
right,
now you know why I charge so much.
I lost Tripp for 3 days. I looked up and he was pushing the swing, and the next thing I knew he was gone. I'm trying to do what activity was there that I left out. Oh, pickleball is a thing. People are really
the kids like the pickleball.
The kids like the pickle. I just bet on the games because that day has passed. I'm trying to think what else. There was a weird setup where like people were behind the cage, and we couldn't figure out like why y'all sitting over there. And it was seats everywhere.
Yeah,
so why are they sitting over here? What I did love, which was just a quiet little stand where you got to sign your name and color like that big giant coloring page.
Right.
I thought that was so.
I do remember that.
You know what was slept on that I think a lot of people didn't get, and I was so glad. Shout out to Tyler Dotto because he showed me how to work it. There was that like gateway to Vayner Heaven.
Oh, the augmented reality thing.
I think people were just taking selfies by. He's like, no, DJ. They call me DJ. They don't call me Damon. You have to scan it on your phone, and then you walk through it, and it turns the whole park into augmented reality. I was like, it's just not the smartest shit I've seen in my life. Fantastic. It was really something for everybody. It was great. It wasn't. Oh, and this year they had food trucks.
Lots of food trucks.
But the vegan, hey Sister Q, you listen. The vegan truck was way in no man's land.
That's true. They threw it in the back. But hey, you're in there. You're
here. So hey, there we go. What I did love, they had free pop, free water. So because last year we were like,
yeah, I think this is a good time for me to give an underlying note that it was interesting and inspirational because I've worked at a couple large companies, and I feel like when you work at these large places, it just feels like nothing gets fixed, nothing changes. The same problems happen year after year after year. And for going to Veecon 1 and this being Veecon 2, it was nice to see that I could tell they kind of had a list of pain points for the first version.
Can we cut you off?
Yeah.
No line.
Yeah. So like we had a long line to get into Veecon 1 on their field day, which they did a field day in Veecon 1 as well. But not a lot of like activities at Veecon 1, not a lot of food options at Veecon 1. But this one, like, getting in was really, really quick. They kind of had that down to a science. They're getting people pre-registered. Like they're very, very proactive about getting everybody pre-registered and their app ready to go. So there was no line and there's just a ton of trucks, ton of activity. So it just felt like, just not even from there, but from just the event in general, a lot of things that when I was thinking in the back of my head, like, oh, this is kind of a pain, it was apparently addressed and fixed.
Yeah, because at the workers, oh God, that sounds so elitist.
I think I look at them as people. Damon calls them workers. I call them people, but that's
y'all
just
know what I mean.
Now you know who's talking about who.
Staff don't sound good either no more.
The help, Damon. Just say what you want to say. That's even worse.
No, I don't know what to call. Okay, listen, the people who work there, they kind of were happier this year, if that makes any sense.
Wow. He doesn't like when his help is ungrateful.
I did not call them to help. I did not call them to help. Because you know how sometimes you go to places and the people don't know, they're used to events all the time. And then they look at you like, what the hell y'all want? But they were really like, welcome.
Well, it's probably honestly just from what I was saying, right? Like it wasn't a shit show. And if you were at a shit show, right? Like, think of some of the catering jobs you helped with. And you're just like, fuck, man, the air conditioning isn't working. Like there's a fucking 10 different problems. You don't even have time to be happy. And I think what we were feeling is what they were feeling was like, oh, this is very, very smooth.
Yeah.
And they, as we were told, they contracted additional things to help them with those processes,
which really, really helped. And there were police there. Because remember last year with no police. Who was that, Kevin?
We have a question. Name a few things you learned while there, if you don't mind.
Well,
that's a great question.
That's a great question, Kevin. Thank you. Thanks for that question. I learned that if you do, and Tripp can back me up here because a few of the speakers presented, if you do not have a presence on social media, whether it is your small business, medium-sized business, just getting started, you can forget about it. If you don't get going this year, posting wise, paying somebody to do it, a wink, having something going on, I'm gonna dive into podcast in a minute, that a lot of the speakers say COVID is over. What the hell are y'all doing? They really was hitting people in the face. Like the day of people were scared. I'm scared to post. I'm scared to be on people's podcasts. I'm scared. And all of the speakers were like, just do it. But like, basically just do it. I also learned that we are there. Oh, how can I put this? We are not using our phones to their fullest potential. I think the QR code revolution is just getting started about what you can do besides phone, name, and email as far as client information retention. I also learned that you have to have content. Like you absolutely, I don't care if ChatGPT is helping you, if it's whoever is helping you, not your little cousin, that content is king. I also learned, oh God, there's so much, I have a list. Oh, I was ready.
Lucky for you, Kevin.
Lucky for you, Kevin. I learned, I'll jump to the 4 C's. I'll jump ahead.
All right.
Then I'll backtrack.
I'll allow it.
It's my show. We'll be fine. The 4 C's: commitment, consistent, community, really 5 C's: creativity and content. I forgot who even said this. You have to be consistent. If you aren't consistent in what you do, social media wise, posting wise, I don't care if you're using Twitch, Facebook Live, Instagram Live. And I tell clients if they think I want to check, I'm like, you cannot post May 24th and then don't post for 2 months and then think, like, why I don't have any more followers? What the hell are they following you for? You have to be consistent. You have to be committed. I was talking to Tripp. I wanted another video done, but I had to pull the pictures that I wanted him to use. I was up to 3 o'clock the other day, and I was like, shit. Yes, I could have had him do it, but that's not his job. I'm committed to this. You have to be committed to what you do or it's not going to work. Me and Q have a saying, sometimes it's just you. It was just me at that house. There was no assistants. There was no fans. There was no whatever. You have to be committed. Community. They said, take care of your people. My community, I think I take great care of. People really mess with me. It's really funny when you go out of town and people really scream your name and want pictures with you. You be looking like they want you to sign stuff. I was like, who do y'all think I am? But they were saying you have to take care of your community. Sometimes a lot of people on social forget to do that. I think it comes to with adding value when you take care of your people. They didn't mean like monetarily. Nah, I can speak for this. Tripp, you better shake your head. Yes, the people who work with me, I put their needs ahead of mine. I'm like, you hungry, tired, sleepy, want to like whatever. I was raised like that. I look at my people as my company like people that you mess with, whatever. I pride myself. Tripp calls me Grandma Damon. I pride myself on.
Yeah, it's obnoxious. I can't stand it.
It is. It's
I can't
okay.
stop them. So
It's just
somebody take that off my plate. Somebody take Damon's cookies. I don't want
them. Because I know I got some in this bag.
Probably.
And creativity and content. He really went into this because he was like, people don't post because they don't think they're creative. I know that I'm creative, and I'm not scared to post. So I kind of won on that regard. But a lot of times, like I tell people that I work with, you don't have to be so creative. Just post it. It can be a sentence. It can be you went to Condados for early dinner. You went to Taco Tuesday. You went to Ford Field to watch the game. You can take one picture of you being there and post it. Everything is content. What did you learn, Tripp?
Well, I would say this is what I would say would be my message. And something that I took away from that, just looking at through my particular point of view, is if you are a creative person, whether it's a photographer, if you're into photography, videography, graphic design, hell, just like storytelling, if you have creativity, I mean, anything in the creative field, there was a time where your parents would say, quit fucking dreaming and get a degree and go get a real job. And what I'm seeing, it's now our time. I've seen from Veecon 1 to Veecon 2, if you are a graphic designer, photographer, storyteller,
sky's the limit, baby.
Like there is an ocean of I'm nose to nose to the market. It's like, yes, there's some of it. And to be fair, I saw more videographers there this year than last year. So
yes.
So it's growing. So if you are into graphic design, any of that sort of stuff, I'm seeing the people who are trying to find you there. They're looking for people to help them do it. So I would say anyone that's listening to this, and as far as what I learned, is that it's the market's there and they're looking for you. So start doing that stuff. Start putting yourself out there. Start doing some free work for your friends and say, hey, this is my stuff. I've done these logos. Do you like it? Do you like these pictures? Do you like this video? Get to work. It's out there for you.
Awesome sauce.
Also, I'm a really good videographer. That's what I learned, because my videos were looking real good at that event.
And they were early, not even on time. They were early. They were early. Hence the 30-some thousand retweet. It was like, and y'all it was so funny. Tripp's not gonna toot his own horn, but I will.
I mean, I just did, but it was for jokes. It was for jokes.
Listen, y'all, our shit looked good. People were like, Damon, they were like, what are you doing for your stuff? I pointed to the back like, baby, I'm just a talent. I was like, me don't edit nothing. I was like, no, my job is to come up with the idea and to get him to translate it into video form. I said, that's my job. And I think what's so funny, and he can attest to this, when we're here in Michigan, people don't want to pay me, but they'll pay Tripp. And then they wonder why they like, I know what they want. They like, it don't look like Damon stuff. Like, the reason it don't look like Damon stuff because you didn't pay the producer. Ta-da! Shameless plug.
Yep.
But yeah, and he can produce, but too many clients to be producing for you. Like, listen, don't be cheap and just get the video, and then you don't know how to post it. You don't know what to say behind it. The text is wrong. You posted it at midnight on Saturday night, and everybody's at church on Sunday, and you wonder why you got 2 comments. But it happens. It's a thing. speaking on more people having videographers, that was one of the first things I noticed. I was like, but when we go anywhere else, we the only people looking like we serious.
Right, but yeah, exactly. I was happy to see that there
Yeah.
was more people
Oh,
doing the thing there.
I gotta cut you off. Shit, can we get to the part? Y'all, Tripp stole a friend. Well, Tripp stole my friend, Jason Moreno, who is the head videographer for Gary V. Was my friend first. Baby, I knew when they saw each other this time, they literally pushed me into a bush and started
That's right.
talking about nerd stuff and camera stuff. I was like this. Hi, hello. But it was cool though that you get to be yourself at things like that, because I know that here in my real estate world, I know I get on people's nerves sometimes talking about social media and NFTs and chat GPTs and AI and virtual, and there I got to be myself. And you would walk past, I don't know if you could get all that because you were working, really, really working. The conversations, I don't know if you picked up from some people's conversations, were like, what you just say? It was like, if that could have been, it was one picture in particular I got to show, well, you took it. I was like, if this wasn't the dream high school, it was like, if I could have went here, it's like being around your peers, your colleagues who are all hyper focused on content and social and videography and graphics and graphic design and creativity and not being judged for, and it was more black people this year, y'all. The black people was like, we here. It felt so good. What's going on, Dougie? It felt like people are still posting about Veecon. Everybody was there. It's such a good feeling, a good place. To let you be you. It's like being at Woodstock for the 2000s. We weren't getting odd looks for Tripp follow me with a camera.
Right. Yeah.
It was
when I go to those types of things, it is a little bit easier to be like, they're like, oh, I know exactly what he's doing and what he's trying to do. And I will try to make sure I'm not in his way, versus it's not that easy other places.
Yeah. Here they make Tripp a part of it. It's not like, here, take my picture. They like, no, Tripp, you get the picture.
They realized too. It wasn't
yeah.
That I wasn't working for Veecon. I was working for Damon.
Right.
To me, I feel like it'd be a good time. I have a little surprise.
Okay. I'm looking at the screen. I'm looking at
you're looking at this right here.
Okay.
We got the pictures.
Ooh.
We got the pictures fresh from Veecon.
Ooh. That's my meathead from the back.
That's right. That's Damon's meathead from the back. Do you know what day this is?
That is day one.
That's right.
That's
day
field
one.
day.
Field day. More of that.
Oh, backdrop. They did all the plushies. That backdrop I'm trying to steal and put in the truck, but it wouldn't fit.
That's right. They let us do it, but it was too big for us.
Too big. They're like,
Who's this?
That is Dom Jackson. I think Dom is from Florida. We've been talking, about 2 or 3 years now. Super cool. Is he gonna do me names? You know I'm terrible with names sometimes.
He was absolutely grinding at that event. I saw him working. Like, yeah. This is Damon. Damon insisted on this picture, and it was good. It was a really good picture.
What can I say? I got an eye.
I like how your shirt matches this whole thing.
Did not plan that out.
Yeah.
Did not plan it out. That's me hamming it up. That is Trouty. Trouty is Gary's best friend from high school. He used to be on Team Gary V. Then he helped start Empathy Wines. They sold it for 7 figures, and now he is on the V Friends team.
Pop quiz: what day is this?
That is, judging by the shirt, that is day 3.
That is day 3. That's correct.
I wore the shirt again today just for
how embarrassing.
Shout out. Let me give Crystal her shout out. She was like, oh my God, Damon, I got so many retweets. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, girl, yeah.
Nicely done.
Crystal's company is 916 LLC. Thank you for the shirts.
916 LLC.
Yeah, 916 _ LLC. That is day 3. Now listen, me and this guy, D-Rock, this is Gary's, I don't know what you call what he does. It's Gary's.
He's what I do with Damon.
Yeah, so
he is
mini
is Tripp.
Yeah,
he's Gary's Tripp.
That's Gary's Tripp. D-Rock.
So it's funny, like to talk about people refer to what he does as like I need a D-Rock.
I need a D-Rock.
So like he was kind of pioneered it, or just somebody who, like how with Damon, like chances are if Damon's doing an event, I'm there too, and I'm just capturing everything. So he does that.
D-Rock and I go back so funny. I remember when I first met him, he snatched my phone from me and was like, "Do you really want to do this? You got to get a new phone. When you get the phone, just test it out for a week, but you can't do social media with old tech." I was like, ah. But D-Rock is my brother for sure. D-Rock shared my stuff out this weekend. He did not have to because I know everybody was on his head. Very, very cool. Even though we don't see eye to eye all the time, I know he does love me and I love him. Super talented, very, very talented. Veecon has a lot of damn work. I don't know how they do it. It's a lot of work. That is Andy Craniac, the absolute GOAT, the president of V-Friends. I don't know how he does it all because they are doing multiple jobs at the same time. Yeah, he spoke on a panel that was this guy, I forgot his name, that was on the panel. 30 people flew from Japan to see this guy that was on that panel, and he was great.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I was like, where's my notebook, Jesus? Because they was going through it.
This guy's with Wine Tech.
That was Brandon Weinerke. He runs Wine Library. He also worked on Empathy Wines and getting that up and built as a brand. Quick story, how he remembered me. My credit card got hacked when I registered for my first Gary event in Jersey. Somebody bought a damn baby carriage and I had to open up a new card, charge the ticket. They said, "No, you don't, DJ, we got it, don't worry about it." So they actually bought my ticket to the gala in Jersey, but so nice. You think it's like 100 people working for that at that company. It was him and like 3 girls, and they really took great care of me. Put me on the VIP list too, so shout out to them.
How about that?
Yeah. Well, that's me. That's day 1. My feet were fresh then.
Well, day 2.
Well, day 2 rather. I'm sorry.
Yeah. White shirt for day 2.
White shirt. I always do a white shirt for day 2. I don't know why. That is Brittany. We actually talk on Twitter.
Yep.
I didn't know she was going to be working. The map is still confusing, Team Gary V. It really is still confusing. People were like, up, down. I forgot his name, but he's so cool. Y'all know what? Because people have 2 names.
That's true. Their Twitter name.
Twitter name, and then sometimes people you don't even know what they look like because they had that PSP up, their picture on there, so you don't know sometimes.
Just quick detail. Notice those are signatures of Gary in the wings.
Yeah,
you gotta keep an eye out for that sort of thing.
And Easter eggs. Met her there. She was super duper nice. I forgot what she does, but very, very nice.
I mean, yeah, we just took a picture. We did not know her, but she came up to us, and this was a common theme there, and then outside of there as well, where she just is unhappy with her 9 to 5, and she wants to do more, which is the curse of being creative. It won't leave you alone. And that's what she was saying. She's like, I feel like I got to be doing some like videos, and I try to focus. She's a doctor, by the way.
Oh, she was a doc. Oh God, so she's stuck at work.
Doctor, and she's like, I did it. I'm successful, but she's still unhappy. So that's the curse of being an artist. You have to,
because your parents look at you like they didn't pay for the medical school. Like you better get your ass to that hospital.
Or it forces you to do something in your art, or your mind's gonna bug you about it.
Very blessed.
This is the guy you're talking about, right? Earlier,
Sid.
Yeah.
Now Sid is this picture is so full circle. Sid was the first person from Gary to reach out to me. When he actually called my cell phone in Ferndale. Y'all, I locked the office door. I didn't want to hear shit from nobody. Don't call, don't come in here. He gave me at least 30 things to do with social media. Like free, don't pay me, none of that. Everybody know Gary fucking love you. Here you go. Changed my career. He was one of the first person to call me from the team. Now, detail, but listen, I love him. Now, tell you how we met. I knew who he was from his videos. We followed each other before we even met. That's what happens. That stuff you find up following each other. We followed each other on Instagram, and he make not raunchy videos. He makes street entertainment videos.
Just like the street interviews, and he asks like wild questions.
How you like riding dick? And the girls be like, well, I like riding it this way. You be like,
yeah. Before you finish, my little footnote about him is I love that he knows exactly the type of content he wants to make.
Yes.
Like when you meet people, everyone's like on the fence, like, and they're all like ultimately everyone's just trying to like emulate how somebody else does it. But this guy is like, no. He has the vision. He knows exactly how he wants to do it. And he just goes out. And I mean, look at his shirt. His shirt's the show. The microphone has the show on it.
He knows.
He came there
ready to work
for his show, not for Veecon, but for his show.
Yeah, he iron sharpens iron. When I met him in person last year, the line was so long for Gary. I was like, boy, get in front of me. He was like, I'll never fucking forget you for this. Never. And he did, because I felt like I'm gonna get Gary. Like I know I'm gonna get Gary. It's damn near, it's a guarantee. Like it's almost 99.99%. I'm gonna get to him. But for other people, I want them to have the same experience I've had with Gary. So the line I got you so long, I was like, boy, get in front of me. If they cut the line off, I'm gonna kill you. But get in front of me.
You'll toss him away.
I'm gonna talk like I don't care.
I was in front of him.
In front of him. But no, so we've been fast friends ever since.
Super cool, dude.
Super cool. I don't know.
Now this was a shock.
Now, wait a minute. We gotta spend a minute on this one. The show might go over tonight. Y'all, I was sitting there with Drew, who I've known for years, but we've just really met in person at Veecon. We were sitting there talking, and Tripp was asleep on the couch as usual.
Wow. Wow.
The shade.
Because where did this come from is my question.
He woke up. He woke up from nap like, oh,
Tripp, wake up. You wouldn't believe what we figured out.
This guy, Cartoon Entertainment is his name on Instagram. Him and his friends were watching me, and you know I'm from Michigan. I thought, the fuck they keep looking at, but I forgot we was in Veecon. I was like, so I smiled. They smiled back. I said, well, you know the black folks, we gotta, we be like, what up? They came over and they were kind of nervous. They were like, well, we were just watching y'all, and we thought, we'll come say hi, whatever. And so we just started talking about, what we do, how long you been following Gary, just the usual Veecon stuff, just super nice. He ran through, what he did. His friend was like, oh, don't forget you got a podcast, like a YouTube show. And I was like, oh, what is it? He said, fucking Little Ryan. I said, boy, I know you fucking lying. I love Little Ryan. And Curtis, too, I was like, no. He pulled it up on his phone. He showed me, he showed me the new stuff, I guess I can say it.
Yeah, season unreleased.
I was sitting there like, I knew the episodes. He was like, you really do watch? I said, listen, me and my sister watch. She will send me stories. Did you see this one? Did you see that one? Don't buy the cow. You get the milk for free. I said, no. One, the mama was like, the sister had a boyfriend. She was like, how you got a boyfriend? You know to wipe your ass yet. You grow up in a black household. Is this certain sayings your mamas are all mamas like have a mama handbook?
There was a lot of celebrities.
A lot.
There.
The guy, the dog face guy. Yeah. It was so many people just walking around.
Just walking around. It wasn't like they had like an old entourage or anything like that.
I was the only one with security. No, I'm just kidding. But no, he was so young. Jesus, these kids is young.
Yeah.
To have it figured out or to already have stuff going, crazy talent.
We know the nice thing is, and I'll have you answer this at the end, but I'll answer it now. Mary, my girlfriend, wanted to know from each of us, like, let's ask this question. So she sent me a text. She's like, what's your favorite moment at Veecon? And for me, it was when, and I'll have you answer this later, but it was me when Gage came up, Floss Boys on Twitter. Boys. And he just had like a real appreciation of my work that was kind of like humbling. Like it kind of hit me different. Like don't get me wrong, like Damon appreciates me, he gives me flowers all the time. But I'm sure, as you can attest, it's just a little bit different. Like if it's a compliment outside of your circle, like I'm gonna compliment you, Q's gonna compliment you, your people are gonna compliment you, Derek's gonna compliment you, fuck, even V team is gonna compliment you. But when it comes from like a person that you just don't really talk, like I don't talk to this guy whatsoever, but to just kind of come to me and say, hey man, like I really want to start doing like the kind of stuff that you do, because like it's just like, and this is not me trying to like brag, but it was just so nice, because the way I do it, I just keep my head down and I just keep focusing and focusing and focusing. I don't take time to like see what people are saying about me, and like, you can't run your business off of that. You can't run your business off of like seeing what people are saying about your videos. You just gotta keep pumping them out. So just to have a complete person, like people will come up to me now and be like, hey, what's up, Tripp? How you doing? And I don't know them, just because, you know, like other people are posting my videos and they're talking to those people, but I'm not seeing that directly. But just to have somebody outside of my circle come up and say, hey, like, I really, really like what you do, and anything you can do to help me, you know, or any tips you have, let me know. It was just like a real nice moment. Like, holy shit. Yes, this feels good that I am on the right track. And the reason why I went into that answer is because you were able to do this for him.
Oh.
And the point I want to make is, like, regardless of how big or successful you are, it's always nice just to come across a person, because when you were reciting, and he even said it to me, you were reciting like video by video by video, not just some like, oh, I've heard a little round run and I have there's a check mark on it. And it's like, but like you like watched the episodes and really enjoy them. And like, I could tell by him, he's like, oh my God, this guy who I don't know really enjoys my work. And he's like, listen, you really like made my day today. And this guy has like, he's a big account. I mean, he's got a show on Amazon, but it's just nice to run into somebody and to give you that validation. So that the point of this long rant is give people their flowers, man. Like, don't worry about, you know, coming off corny or whatever. Like, you see somebody doing something, you really like it, let them know. It's just, it means a lot to them.
Oh, and that's one. See, I need my damn board back. That's us. Still sitting there, Tripp is in the back sleep. I don't know who took this picture.
That's right. I think this is a selfie stick.
Yeah,
Someone had a selfie stick behind their back.
I love it.
And the nice thing about this picture was Damon was like, listen, let's get everybody in this picture. And the girl, what's her name? Kristen, inspired by Kristen or something like that. She's like, you don't want us in there. I was like, yeah, I do. Which are they? So
yeah. Well, everybody. Now listen, this is AJ Vaynerchuk. This is Gary's brother. You think Gary is nice? He gets to still walk around and not get mobbed, because people don't know. They can look and be like, God, he kind of looked like Gary a little bit. If you know, you know. So, and I knew. Quick story about AJ. AJ runs Vayner Sports. So they have a sports management division of Vayner that's gotten to be a thing. And when I first met AJ, it was in Detroit. And when I walked over.
Oh, for the Jets game?
Yeah, for the Jets game. When I walked over, he was like, hey, DJ. And I looked like, where the fuck he know me from? He was like, oh, no, we watch your stuff. I was like, do y'all know who y'all are? But no, same way when I was in Jersey, he was the same way. I got to talk to him for a while, because people don't know. Just great guy. Just fucking amazing. Amazing. Amazeballs. Now, Ryan, I met, Ryan is an international thing. Ryan is from London, excuse me very much. I met Ryan through Gianpaolo Aina, the superstar realtor, restaurateur. Ryan and I and Gianpaolo did, what you call that thing?
Clubhouse?
Lord.
Y'all remember
Remember Clubhouse? We did a Clubhouse room, and I was even honored to be invited, because this boy is like filthy rich. I was like,
oh, damn.
I mean, like wealthy. I was like, and Ryan is like 22, 23. He was with an international group. There's so many accents in that group. I was like, did y'all take the Concorde over?
I do remember this.
It was a lot.
Oh, wow. That's perfect timing.
Oh, Floss Boys Gage. Now, get with Floss Boys. This was someone who gave him his flowers right then.
That's right.
We've been talking, oh God, for about 3-4 years now. And so funny, he probably is gonna kill me if he's watching this. He bought me shoes. He bought me a pair of Gary V's K-Swiss that I did not have, and was like, he was like, Daniel, do you know who you are? I was like, boy, no. Always shares my stuff out, always approachable, always like just a all around good guy and very young. Everybody's so damn young, they're 10.
And that's his camera there. He's trying to make a go of it. And you see he posted a video?
Yeah.
And it's doing really well. Like I said, man, just post this shit.
Just post it. Yeah, just post it. I didn't start off with a Tripp. I started off with a Damon elbow. Like, here we go. Now, I forgot his name. His name is very hard on Twitter, but we've been talking for a while. He is the ultimate Gary collector. If now y'all think I got everything, he got everything.
Yeah, look at that. You already see he has a bunch of stuff that Damon's none. Damon's just got a change.
I'm just he has everything. I gotta step it up. Always so nice. Everybody's always so nice to me at this stuff. But everybody's pretty nice on Twitter. Tyler works for Gary, a very, very amazing young. Everybody's 10 years old, y'all. Very, very smart guy.
Fun fact about this picture is I had to stop talking to Jason Morena for this picture. He interrupted me. I was busy. Talking to Jason, and we had to take this picture
because Jason is his guy. Watch
out,
Mary.
Jason was shooting for Tyler.
Right. See, they're meant to be together. Watch out, Mary.
And they were like, "Hey, help."
Hey,
the talent is here.
The talent's over here. See, the talent we get treated bad.
That's true.
That's Drew. Now, Drew and I have been talking for a while on Twitter. He didn't know whether he was gonna make it or not. He's like, no, then I think I'm coming. Drew is a business coach. And I'm gonna tag her. I've been tagging people.
I want to plug him. He hung out with us
and helped me so much.
And he was just a cool dude, just a real cool dude.
So cool, because at these events, you kind of need some help. Not help, but help. Because there's so much going on at the same time. You'll blink and miss something. Drew was fantastic. I know that he's a business coach. He also works somewhere else. I think he's an accountant.
The dude does everything.
He's like an accountant, a business coach.
He's a photographer.
A
very good photographer.
Yeah. I was like, who did them? He was like, I did these names.
Drew B. I'm trying to get his Instagram.
His Insta.
I think it's just DHRUBEE.
Let me see. His Insta, DHR.
And
DHRUVABEE.
Okay. And his business is like, I think, Nyan Leadership, NAYAN Leadership, and that's for coaching.
Yeah, he's like a jack of all trades. I'm like, but super smart and super nice and super down to earth.
Yeah, cool dude.
Very, very cool. You know, if Tripp like somebody, you have to be nice because he usually be like, get away from me.
Yeah, I don't like humans at all. So there you go. Imagine.
This was a test. I was like, Tripp, maybe one person with us. He was like, who? But no, we were together all weekend. DT being managed. That I was like, why that girl have no shirt on? You ain't see with me, David.
I remember this one.
Yeah, I was having a good time. The weather was perfect, by the way. When it rained, we were on the way back to the house. So now listen. This is for all Vayner. I'm gonna start doing my own damn videos. That's Jason Morena, Tripp's plus one, who I got. Who I mean, when
that's why I was at Veecon.
Right. When I tell you this guy is so talented and so on the pulse of social and videography and just everything. I could call him right now. He would pick up the damn phone. Just
a real nice guy. We were talking on Instagram yesterday, I want to say. So.
Look at them cheating on me already. It's okay. I'm gonna block somebody. I'm like, wait, mention me. No,
we're gonna have a Stroop waffle day.
Right. But no, it's super, super good guy. A plus. Good thing I like everybody on these pictures.
Oh, that was the aforementioned VFriends portal.
Portal, yeah. Tyler was like, Damon, this is how you do it. I was like, oh, so smart. PR. Now, he's from New York. We've been talking. I've been talking to these people forever. So cool. He left his kids at home with his wife. He was like, I need a vacation.
Hey, man, it'd be like that.
This guy is another realtor. I forgot his name, but when I go to my phone, I have it. Super cool. I know Tripp was like, if I take one picture, I'm on screen. Ben, I've been on Ben's show. Ben Nah, they got me beat because they got Gary stuff tattooed on them. So I'm like, the minute I get a tattoo, it's gonna be a
Ben's
scandal.
another guy who's just a real good human being. Where some people you can see are like playing the good human,
Trying
Gary,
to get to Gary.
Ben's just a real, genuine, cool guy. Just a very nice guy.
Very, very nice. Oh, goodness gracious, goodness me. Zane used to work at Vayner before he left to start his own company, Chippy. He gifted me so much merch, and I bought a lot of merch too. I'm a supporter. I am. If I rock with you, I'll rock with you. It's just money. You can't take it with me, no way. Super cool guy. When he was at Vayner, really reached out to me. I could really ask him stuff. Helped me. He really helped me when the NFTs first came out, because remember, nobody knew, people were panicking. Like,
yeah, I don't know how in the Discord helping people.
Yeah, it was like, I know you busy, but this is the school picture, the high school I wish I would have went to. That was part of the group that came over. They flew. What did he say? He was a day behind.
Oh, Jesus.
He was a day behind or a day ahead. I can't remember. I was like, when are you gonna sleep? Well, now listen here. Let me tell you how this picture happened. I am in love with him. It's okay. I love Gary.
Who is this now?
That is Gary Vaynerchuk.
Oh, okay.
Gary V, the lion, the goat, the Dundada of social. He's your influencer's favorite influencer, the daddy of social. There is no other. So funny. He saw me earlier that day and looked and winked. And I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get my time Friday anyway. I'm gonna get it. I can push somebody down, I'm gonna get it. But he was just going to all the stations and, just he doesn't know that he's him sometimes. So he just walking around with the swarm. And I was like, you know me, shit, I'm still Damon. I was like, I'm not pushing no people out the way. I'm gonna just, here we are. Well, he went over and came back, and I was like, he looked and opened his arms. I know what that means. I mean, come here. So we hugged, we talked. People were like, he knows you. I said, I know. I've been here for 10 years. Just everything. And they sold out of that shirt, by the way. I was trying to get it.
I liked it a lot.
She gone.
That's a good one.
Unless it comes back online, I'm gonna get it when it comes back.
See, I'm slick with it.
Right. That's Sasha. Gary's dad, who I don't know how he still remembers me. Probably like, who's this crazy black boy? But I don't care what Gary says about his dad. Super nice. Side note, Sasha wore the shirt that Tripp designed. We have footage of it. Was Sasha, Paris Hilton, and Gary. So Tripp is international designer.
That's right. I'm not making clothes for Paris.
Right. Like
one removed.
That's hot. That is Ezra with the camera. Ezra works for Gary. A Michigan native. Ezra also did the show, did the podcast.
That's right.
That last year, Jesus.
Yeah, last year.
God, time is flying by.
He works for 137 in New York.
In New York? Nah. Yeah. He says he loves it. Rats and all. Whew. That is the very lucky black cat. That's Gary's Mickey Mouse.
But who's under it?
I honestly think it was Gary.
That's right.
We
revealed it was.
People were like, Jesus. This is day 2.
That's right.
Yeah, the picture does this no justice.
That was a good video.
Yeah, that's me and the angel and the peacock behind. This is day 1. Yeah, day 1 field day. Field day was long. He's from California. He's gonna kill me. I forgot his name. Y'all, people Twitter names be long. Y'all blame my mind and not my heart. That's Chef Lizette. Chef is a huge Gary fan out of New York. I think we both buy everything that comes out. Will be, because she'll mess me. Did you see that? I'm like, yeah, I got it. Did you see that? Yeah, Chef has been. She's a day one. That's Tripp's other boyfriend, right. Jason Morena.
Right. To be fair, he went to you first.
You must have been standing behind a tree or something. That's the only reason he went to me first.
That's him. That's all the pictures.
That's it, my God. It just oh my goodness. What time is it? 6? You're gonna get you guys out of here on time. We talked about the tech. The tech is out. We could be here for 3 days talking about the tech that we were shown and what we have to work on. Everybody needs to step their tech game up. Yes, Tripp?
I would say what I would say about the tech is stop being afraid of things.
Push the damn button.
When you hear about AI, the number one thing you hear is like, oh, I'm scared. I'm scared that they're going to take my editing job away. I'm scared they're going to take my copywriting job away. I'm scared that this is going to be the end of needing actors in movies. And to me,
hey, Mike, how are you? I'm sorry, Tripp.
No, you're fine. This is we're all about saying, oh, he saw us at Veecon.
Yeah, what up?
What's up, Mike? But I'm so sick of people's first response is to be scared. Like, stop being scared about stuff. And I think, oh God, I forgot what his name is, but he's like the famous, like, to be a CEO podcast guy, Steven. We saw him with like Damon John from Shark Tank.
The dragon, that guy?
Yeah.
The British guy. He was smart.
Yeah, I thought he was really good.
He was smart as hell.
He talked about this. He's like, you got to lean in and just understand it, right? If you're scared of it, just lean into it and understand what it is about it, so you actually can understand like what it is you're scared of. Because the point is, like, it's not going to go away. You're gonna have to deal with it. So for the tech part, I'd say, just don't be scared of like, there's TikToks are out. I'm scared about what this is going to be. And just don't be scared. Just have fun and learn about something new.
Because contrary to popular belief, y'all, this is all new for me. I used to never use my laptop. I used to be like, what? Ooh. My phone was for pictures and Facebook. I didn't know how to do none of this either. It's midnight, Tripp sleep. I better figure this out. He wakes up in the morning. And when NFTs came out, Tripp knows. I was like, oh man, Tripp do this. He was like, I'm not doing it either. Damon was, I have to learn how to do it. I'm a feet first, jump in type of person, because I want to know what I'm paying for, what I'm doing, how this affects me, all that good stuff. The networking part, I'm going to do the topics. Networking we went through was huge. Say hi to everybody. You wouldn't believe the number of events I go to here where people, I have to get with a couple of people, not here, but at other events. Quit talking to people you already know. The whole night you sit with the person you came with. What you come for? So silly to me. Podcast. Out of Gary V's own mouth, y'all all need a podcast. I was like this. I got mine. Mine. He was like, if you don't have a podcast, you need to, when you go home, you need to start one immediately. Just go in the closet and start filming. Go. Will versus can. People were asking the speakers, can this work? And they were like, will it work? It's going to work. Everything that you want to work will work. Are you willing to do it? Are you willing to do the work? I had to really check myself the other day. I was like, shit, I want to go to sleep. But I want this video. I want Tripp to do this video. So who else is going to pull these pictures? Who else? Me. You got to do it. It's my company. I don't care how many employees I have or team members. It's like with the mortgage company. I'll be looking like, well, shit, if I don't do, who's going to do it? You have to, that's not Derek's job to do. Some things I do, some things he does. Like, you have to be willing. We'll play on words. You be willing to do the work. It's okay. Sometimes it's a thing. Sometimes this is a thankless job, y'all. Sometimes it really is. Veecon is where we're going to get our flowers. Now, I happily accept them. We went through the 4 C's. Give me Mary's question again.
So it is, what was your favorite moment? One moment.
Ooh,
don't be one of those people who I'd be like a question, be like, oh, just the people I met. That's not a moment. One moment at Veecon. Your favorite one. Damon Johnson on the clock. Please put 3 minutes on the clock.
My favorite moment at Veecon.
Yeah.
First day, knowing that Gary not just knowing that Gary knows me, knowing that he really fucks with me.
So the moment that he came up to you and chopped it up with you.
Yeah.
That moment.
That moment.
In fact, luckily for you guys at home, have it.
That moment, not to run up to him like, oh, I'm DJ Realty and blah, 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 blah.
We have the moment crystallized in time. That moment right there.
That right
Caught
there.
The moment.
That was not me going to him. That was him coming to me. It was totally natural and organic. Like we were just two motherfuckers on the street. Because remember, after this happened, I said, should I go home now?
He did.
I was like,
And I
you
was
ready?
like, I'm down.
I was like, I mean, what else could happen? I was like, Gary and his daddy said they were talking to me like the three amigos. So I was like, that moment, it set the bar for the rest of the weekend. Like, and I said, everything else I did, this is a bonus.
Yeah.
But even leading up to that, remember, I was like, this has been so good day one. I'm like, oh, this is a win. This is it. I thought we were going to be rushed and like, oh, no, it's going to work out, getting our feet wet day one. But it was like riding a bike. It was just, we got there and it was just on and popping. And I didn't feel rushed, pushed, anything. It just was all around. I learned so much. And you guys will be seeing what I learned. When you see new things getting implemented and we try new stuff, you will see
for the
way.
small price
For the
of
small-
$100. You can see what we learned.
Right, because I'm starting social media classes. I'm like, here we are. So those classes, please look up for the classes coming soon.
Yeah, I would say my final thought on that was it felt a lot easier across the board from V1 to V2 because I was like, okay, I can knock this out.
Yeah, just a thing. And I want to shout out everybody. It was just because sometimes you don't know, and everybody doesn't have to believe in what you believe in or whatever. Because sometimes I've been blessed to work with people who really, really believe in what I believe in, even though Tripp is just his job. You have to. Y'all, I lifted his backpack up today and I said, this is what you was carrying around all weekend?
That's right.
I did more sitting than him. I was ooh, I'm tired. I lifted up that backpack and was like, I'm pretty strong. I was like, oh no. Oh no. I believe in giving flowers. I believe in working hard. I'm still messed up every day. I try not to make the same mistakes every day. I'm still growing and learning. But I think what I admire about myself and the people with me is that we're just gonna do it.
Right.
Showing up, and that's I'm not gonna keep you guys long. A lot of the speakers talking about just showing up. Just showing up. Because a lot of people, I'm talking about with LaShawn a couple weeks ago, people don't show up. They do not. They sit there and they pretend. You have to be at this stuff and show up. I turned into DJ Realty Solutions when we parked that car. Like,
yeah,
people are looking forward to seeing you. You cannot be, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I'm hungover, I'm whatever.
How concerned were you about me canceling on this Veecon?
I don't think I was concerned. I remember you had mentioned, you was like, ooh, I'm supposed to go camping. And I was like this. Well, I think I still would have went.
Yeah.
But it's just the thing.
No, I'm saying like when you booked me and I took the money, how worried were you about me not showing up?
Oh, none.
Like what percent?
0.
Yeah. And the fact about money us going to
our relationship isn't based on money, though.
No, but my point is this, like, me knowing that when you say, hey, I'm booking you for Veecon
early,
I can count on that, right?
Yeah.
And then you booking me for Veecon, you can count on that happening. And by the way, the things you're booking me for Veecon are things that you can never get captured unless you have somebody there, right?
And wait, I'm gonna back you up even more. Not only can you not capture this stuff, you cannot have, the joke was Tripp doesn't eat. You cannot have a hot dog. If he would have went and got that damn hot dog I was forcing him to eat, he would have missed the Gary. He would have missed it.
Yeah.
Nobody believes when you say, oh, Gary just hugged and talked to me for 5 minutes.
But my point is this. That's how you and I make our money, because people book us, they know we're going to be there, versus there are times, or there's a lot of people out there that will book somebody for a Veecon, but it's 50-50. Face off the person they're fucking with, because,
I've been stood up a few times with some folks like, are you dead? Are you?
So what you're talking about is like, all you got to do is show up.
Just show up.
Just show up.
And then here's another thing. Show up for your own self. What Gary said, give yourself scream for your fucking self. Yeah. It's hard showing up, but you gotta show up. You gotta be. I'm a big leave it on the floor type of person. I don't care if it's showing a house, doing the mortgage, doing this podcast, doing content. I'm gonna be on that damn computer till I like what I see. I'm just not that type of person. You got to just leave it on the floor and show up, because when you don't show up for yourself, I've had clients who didn't even cancel. They just didn't show up. I'm like, so are you coming? Or like you said, this year, our work this year is easy and showing up. It's easy once you show up.
Absolutely.
It is. It's just. Thank you, Mary, for that question. I didn't mean to give a dissertation on showing up in life, but yeah, you just have to show up. Oh God, it just burns me up when people don't show up and then they expect prizes,
or they don't understand why it's not happening. At the end of the day, the results come after the habit. It's got to be a habit first, then the results come. You can't go to the gym one day and be like, well, fuck.
What am
that didn't work.
What am abs at?
That didn't work. Like, you can't get anything until the habit is in place.
You have to have good habits when you want. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, you absolutely have to put in the work. And the good news about us, we just getting started. And the reason we work so well together and work well with other clients is that we know we coming in to work. We know, like, oh,
we drop the clients that don't work. But I mean, that's real talk.
I'd rather
the majority of our clients, it's not even like they're not paying us. It's like they're just not doing the work.
We have drop clients who've been paying us like, oh, I can't do this.
Like, people will pay me, but they're like, they're not showing up. I'm like, all right, well, I'd rather have somebody who's consistent showing up.
Do you know it's easier to work? I got enough work to keep me busy forever. I would rather do what I need to do for myself and my other clients than be out pandering and begging other folks for money who don't want to show up.
Motivating you to do your own damn thing is what I don't get paid for. I can get paid for videoing you doing the damn thing, but me calling you, I'm like, hey, can you do Wednesday? And you're like, I don't know. Like, I only have 30 minutes. Is that enough time? Like, I don't know. I can't be the one who's like talking you in to it.
This is your business.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, I can't do mine and yours.
And yours, like you're not paying like that. But it is. I don't know. What they say, you like a United. I'm gonna close as fast as you want to close. you want to get this done. Everybody has to work. Everybody has to work to get the product. I can't get the videos and pictures from Veecon. You can't get it unless I'm being DJ Realty. What if I'd have sat down the whole time and be like, I'm gonna just wait on Friday to hopefully get the footage we need.
Right.
You gotta be on. It's been a couple times where I thought we was gonna chill at the hotel. Tripp looked like, put your damn shoes on. We gotta start work. I'm like, don't you want a margarita and watch HGTV? Like, damn it, we gotta work.
For day 3 if we're lucky.
That's what. Yeah, day 3.
But then we just want to go home.
Yeah, day 3. Yeah, we got a 3-day rule. We'll be like this. If we leave now, how the time can we be home? Right. And shout out to the traffic that was great. Guess when we ran into traffic, y'all? Guess when we got stopped? Michigan.
That's right.
It was smooth sailing. We got to 10 Mile and it was like this, a boink.
That's true. I was like,
that. I said, we didn't drove 4 hours and we get to 10 Mile and now we can't move. And y'all, Sunday, literally crawl. I said, shit, we could take an Uber and beat this. Yeah, but I had a great time. Very interested. Gary was naming out cities for the next one. I've been pitching Detroit. I've been Detroit, because I'm not going to no Dubai, nothing like that. I can't be in no plane 16 hours. I would jump.
Dubai, more like girl buy.
Yeah,
and you heard it first from Damon Johnson.
That's out. I have Detroit Con and invite some folks and yeah.
Yeah, you can watch the social media.
Yeah, I watch the social media and then yeah. But thank you guys so much. Thank you for my producer, partner in crime, my D-Rock. Tripp Audio Visual, but it's
That's
so
right.
funny that people do treat him like D-Rock. They be like, "Hey, Tripp," I be like, "Is
That's
this
what
what
I
D-Rock?" I said, "Is this what D-Rock be going through?"
Certainly, we
They
see
don't.
it.
He'll be Tripp and D-Rock will be working, and people be like, "Hey," they like,
oh yeah.
I know Gary be looking like me, not you, but people. Something about. Can you speak to 1 minute, Tripp, about something about when people see that camera? What does it do to people?
Well, I'll say it like this. Oftentimes, luckily, we talked about this at Veecon. Like people knew what I was doing, but oftentimes when I'm with Damon at an event, people just think I am the event's photographer. So they will flag me down violently and say, "Hey, get a picture of me and my family," and then they will leave after I do it. And this happens all the time. And the part that makes me laugh is like, none of y'all know how to get this photo. Like you guys just want to have your picture taken. You just want to be in front of the camera and smile, but you never think about like, well, how am I going to get this down the road?
Or
people just go crazy about getting their picture taken.
Or this one, when you take the picture of me and somebody else and they bugging me to get the picture, I'm like, did you pay for, like, hold on.
Yeah. But most of the time, people don't even put the work of how I'm going to get the picture. They just love to have their picture taken.
That camera brings out.
But how can I be mad? That's my whole ass business.
Yeah, like, would you like more of these pictures? Call me today at.
Well, I did say to that guy, right, when he was pestering me, I was like, hey, man, what you doing tomorrow? He's like, nothing. I was like, you can book me from 12 to 6.
Yeah. Oh, Tripp, give them your number so they can book you. We didn't put your number on here.
Yeah. Wow. This is usually my other end of it. So if you want someone to tell your story professionally, you can dial me at 313. Hold on. Do not call me. Text message me. Don't be old. Just text message me. DM me, even the best, on Tripp Audio Visual on all the social medias. And then you can text me 313-310-2821 to have your story told by a professional.
And if you don't know how to tell your story, you better hire me too, because he's
That's
getting
true.
there.
I'm not going to tell you what your story is.
Tripp is showing it with the camera. He is not showing it with the storyboard.
Yeah, what you phone do?
Like
what you phone do? That's what I do with the camera.
Like, here you go. Yeah, but if you want to book Tripp, that's his number. If you're booking of both of us, y'all know I'm 248-818-8538. It's Damon Johnson 100@gmail.com. I'm DJ Realty Solutions on the platforms. The classes are coming soon. We're developing. I can't even talk. I'm tired. We're developing them now. Yeah, we feel like this. Y'all paying other folks $1,500, and shout out to the folks who charging money and y'all ain't been the shit, but y'all still paying them. Can we talk? I'm gonna let y'all go on that note. Y'all are paying these. I've seen quotes for $15,000. I was like, you work at Vayner? Like, what I'm paying for? Y'all are paying these people who have other jobs. You go to their social. I'm looking like you paying them for this. I'm not knocking the hustle. So you can't beat them, join us. That's what I'm gonna do.
Right. So, scooch on over.
Scooch on over. Here come the credential crew. We actually have the chops to pull this off. So here we are. I'll be looking for classes soon. We'll do small classes so you'll get what you're supposed to get. And we're gonna go from there. So I think that's it. We cover everything.
We covered everything.
Boom. So until the next event, here's hoping that your next Veecon will go soon. Bye, everybody.
I love you, Damon Nation.
Aw. He ready to get out of here.